Welcome back, guys, to episode 2 of this thing, whatever the fuck it is. So, first of all, you guys probably noticed that my videos seem a bit different from other videos. Like, they're not edited, because I'm not editing, because it might be because I'm lazy. It's also because, like, I've never changed anything or tried to change anything online. Just like, I want it to be natural. And that's why I make loads of mistakes and whatever, because I'm not taking anything out. Like, even if I do, like, say something shit, something that I shouldn't have said, I'll just keep it there, because that's the natural me. And then there's more, like, thing, because I don't know, I feel like I trust people a lot more if they were more natural. That's why I hate loads of YouTubers. That's why I don't watch YouTubers. So, the topic today is mental hunger and not feeling satiated. Or like, the feeling of satiation. So, I know loads of people, like, find this hard to describe, because satiation is, like, the weirdest fucking thing in the world. So, like, I don't know, it's just, like, hard to talk about, because it's not really a thing you feel. It's, like, the opposite. It's, like, a not feeling. Yeah, kind of, yeah, okay. But I'm not going to talk about that. But I do have a good analogy, so I'll stay till the end to listen to that. But I'm going to talk about mental hunger first. So, mental hunger is a thing that, like, literally everyone, whether you want to accept it or not, everyone in recovery faces in some way, shape or form. Like, mental hunger can disguise itself as so much. Like, people do talk about, like, the cookbook porn, the thing that I used to do. I would always scroll through, like, diet posts and food porn on Instagram, and, like, it's all the same. It's all kind of, like, seeking, like, permission to eat. That kind of, yeah, like, there's that category, like, seeking permission to eat. Anything that could do with, like, you feel more comfortable to eat, or you feel more motivated to eat, that is seeking permission to eat, and that is mental hunger, because you want to eat inside, and so you're seeking the permission. But the most important part is you don't need to do that. You can just eat. It's fucking amazing. Like, go to your fridge right now and just eat. Just, like, see the first thing in your fridge that looks fucking scary, and shove it in your mouth, and then chew it, and then sit down, chew it, wait until you're finished, and then go fucking eat more. Like, that is literally my approach to eating. Like, when you can eat, just eat. And, like, you can be like, oh yeah, but what if I'm at my set point? Then I'll get blah blah. No, that doesn't work, because I've tried overfeeding myself and it just doesn't work. Like, I just go back to normal. So you can try saying, oh well, I've set my set point, blah 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 blah. But no, you're just scared of gaining weight, because you know you're gonna gain weight because you're not at your set point. Unless you wouldn't be so scared. You'd be off fucking enjoying your life and having fun. No, not right now. But you would be interested in other things other than watching videos and trying to find out whether you could eat, or whether your mental hunger's too extreme, or whether your mental hunger's right. Just eat. Yeah. But I know that's harder than it is, because it's scary. It's like you want to, but your body's telling you not to, kind of. Or some people that don't have, like, really bad extreme hunger physically, but you still need to eat, just like the people with extreme hunger, because it's the exact same thing, except maybe you haven't got ravenous enough yet, because your body doesn't think there's there's like enough food for physical okay, there's not enough energy coming in for them to waste like energy. Why would you waste energy on a physical hunger cue when like the mental hunger cue is just like, move the brain to this? That's easy. It's fucking easy. That's why it happens throughout most of your disorder. Like, that's why you're always thinking about food, or your life is somehow always revolving around food. Even if it's in slight ways, it's always revolving around food. And other forms of mental hunger is like, I don't know, just like thinking about food. That's obviously mental hunger. Thinking about eating more, thinking that you don't eat enough, thinking that, oh, this person eats more, maybe I should eat more, but no, what if I'm at my set point? Just try eat more, see what happens. Like, what's gonna happen? I'm not gonna die, just gonna eat more, and then maybe you'll like that too much. Yeah, but that's what you're scared of. You'll like the eating too much or something, yeah, because you need to gain weight, and then you just eat yourself into oblivion, which isn't possible because you can't do that. You can just eat yourself to your set point, which is so scary because unrestricted eating is just yeah, like unrestricted eating is different for everyone. Like, I eat like 3,600 calories. I don't know. I don't count, but I eat a lot. And I don't change. I don't fucking exercise. I don't know. The exercise I do is when I'm like really energetic and I dance a bit. I'm not talking about like the fucking ballet dancing that people do. I'm talking about like for like 10 minutes. Like, that is all the exercise I can be asked or want to do, because exercise is just dumb. Yeah. What, like, I'm gonna make another video on this, so I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna go too far into it. But mental hunger. Yeah. So just like, if you have mental hunger, deep down, if it's just any like food related thought or exercise related thought or movement related thought or lower level movement related thought, like that, you eat. You're not at your set point because you're getting these thoughts and compulsions and they're strong. So you need to get to your set point and eat. You're hungry, you need to eat. You're trying to burn off calories so you can eat. So, you're hungry, eat. And then, now is part 2 of the video about satiation. So, I had a roller coaster of satiation when I was in recovery. So I was one of those people that did not feel satiated after I started eating. Like, so I was in quasi for like 2 months. And not even quasi. I just wasn't recovering for like 2 months. But then when I went into recovery, like literally, I was still trying to lose weight. It's fucking idiotic. But yeah, when I actually went into recovery, I guess I noticed my mental hunger. I'd always been very good at like listening to my body before my eating disorder, and like I was only like losing weight of like a 2/5 of my eating disorder, because I was just like too in tune with my body, and I kind of fucked that up for a while. Fucking idiotic. But I knew I was hungry, so I was just like, the smart thing to do is just to eat. And boy, did I eat. Yeah, it was scary at times. I was just like, yeah, but what the fuck? I'm gaining. Well, and yeah, at first it was like I didn't like my body. I was skinny little stick, and I hated like every part of my body. And then I gained some weight, and I felt really, really good about my body, because I was like really feminine at that point. And then I wasn't there yet. I gained more weight. And then I was at Healthy BMI, and I kind of went into treatment, kind of, but not like inpatient. No. I was never ill enough or whatever. But like, I don't care, because I'm so happy I didn't go into inpatient, because that would have just been dumb. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I was in like ED treatment because someone at school, I literally told my teachers about that, and it wasn't really helpful. Like, I went to 3 of the sessions. One of them, they told me, they put me on a meal plan. I didn't follow it because I was restricting. The other time, I told them that I was like watching type of fun, and they're like, you need to be careful, don't listen to all these YouTubers, they're dumb, and restrict. And then the third time was when I'd gained like lots of kilos, and I was at above minimum healthy. I was at like a BMI of like 19 to 20, like in between 19 and 20, and they're like, and I was like, bitch, just judge me now, because I just didn't want to go. I hated them. They're really far away, and I don't know, they just weren't helpful to me. That doesn't mean they're not helpful to you. Some are amazing. I just didn't like them. I just believed I can do it by myself. And surprise, surprise, I did it. And yeah, guess what? I had not much advice. And guess what? I still ate. Doesn't just because you don't have advice doesn't mean you can't eat. It's not hard. I was like, I guess, scared, because I was like, yeah, but what if I gain too much weight? But yeah, that's your eating disorder. Just don't listen to it. Bye-bye, eating disorder. That's not you. I'm sure you're an amazing, fucking, energetic, very person. But let's get down to it. I gained loads of weight fast, and I was like, once I get to my healthy, I guess I was kind of in that thing like, oh, I look underweight and I don't like it, so I need to eat loads anyway. But I was in kind of that, so when you like gain loads of weight, I was like, I was stuck for a while. Like, I stayed at a BMI of like 19.5 for a while, and yeah, that is not my natural set point, I'm telling you that. I needed to gain lots more weight. But yeah. Oh, what happened then? Oh yeah, I was like stuck in it for like a month. I was just like, I was still eating enough, but I just like wasn't eating loads and loads like I was. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I am still hungry. Like, I'm kind of still just as ravenous as before. But like, the reason why I kind of stopped wasn't actually because of my weight. It was more because I was at school again, and I didn't have all that time to just power through food. Because at school you're not allowed to eat as much. And I had a problem with eating lunch my whole life. Like, I didn't eat lunch even when I was younger, not restricting. But I eat lunch now because it's fucking amazing, and I missed it. And like, there are so many different things you can eat for lunch. No, there isn't. I don't eat a variety of food, but it's amazing. You should do that because it's great. But I went on a little ramble. But once I'd gained all the weight, then I still wasn't satiated because I wasn't at my right weight. But then I carried on powering for food and eating, and then it was at night because, like I said, I ate a lot more. I ate like tons at night. I got to this point where I was just like, so at first, I'd be like eating loads, and then it'd like really speed up, and I'd start eating out of the fridge, and then like I'd be looking at the fridge, searching for it, like, because that's like how my satiation came in. It was just like a non-interest to food, but I was just so used to like eating that I would just like search through the fridge, like, and it was so interesting and weird to feel like that. And so like I literally searched through all the cupboards and like everything, being like, oh my god, where's the food that I want? Like all the same foods that I was eating was still there. I just didn't want it. And that is satiation for you. It's like looking in a fridge, no matter what you touch, and imagine yourself eating. It's a blank slate. You don't care. You don't care about it. And then I would sit down, and because sugar, I would just like probably not sleep that night at all. But I'd just be on my laptop and just talking to people, because that's the thing I enjoyed a lot. Like before my ED, I had loads of internet friends, and that's just me, I guess. And so yeah, that's what I do, and you will find you. You'll find the you that you are. 16 minutes ago. But satiation is just, like I said, I think you can't explain. But it's a feeling of not wanting. It's a feeling of not caring about food. Like, no matter what you do, you won't want food anymore. And after like 2 minutes of searching through the cupboards and sitting down, you'll forget completely about food. And then it'll be really nice. And that will come. Like, if you have the same night eating component as me, it will only come at night at first, and then slowly it'll be like you won't have the nights, because it'll be like a 2-minute period of eating, and then you're like, oh, same thing, and then it will start to come during the day, maybe, and then it will start to come during days, and then weeks, and then maybe you'll have your off period, and that might happen for a few years. I mean, sometimes I do have really hungry days, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't really notice because I don't care. But you may still get it for a few days. Some people, like, everyone's extreme hunger is different. Some people like get extreme hunger like after they've gained all the weight. They get it like first. But like, however your extreme hunger is, you'll know what satiation is. It's like you will just not care about food, no matter, like even I'm telling you, force yourself to look at all the food and be like, does this taste nice in my mouth? Will I possibly want this in my mouth ever? Like right now? Like, I know that sounds like you might be overfeeding, but it's not. Like, if you want it in your mouth, you want it in your mouth, and you want to eat it. Like, I don't look at something and I'm like, do I want this in my mouth? And like, if I want it in my mouth, it doesn't mean I've made myself want it. It means I wanted it in the first place. I was just not thinking properly. Like, you haven't eaten your soul. Your like brain doesn't like correlate the right things. So you need to like push to see whether you're hungry. And I promise it will work. Just work at it, no matter your weight, because even for me, I had extreme hunger until I was at this weight, and it stayed while I was at this weight, and my weight still didn't change. So you have a set point, get to that set point, and your extreme hunger will go away. And don't get stuck in the middle, because you'll just have an eating disorder at a higher weight, and that fucking sucks more than having an eating disorder at a low weight, because you have all that stigma, and you have the desire to get back the safety kilos, to do the fucking don't, that's dumb. Just fucking eat. That is the cure. Anyway, bye.